What's up YouTube? I've just hit the infinite rank with this Dracula deck by the legendary Snapster, and this deck did feel great for climbing. I think it's in a pretty good position in the current meta, so I wanted to highlight it in this video and explain the deck a bit to you. In its core, it's a bit of a Ka-zar Zoo swarm deck. We try to be quite energy efficient and dump our hand onto the board, spread out our power across all three locations. And in this deck, the added benefit of doing so is that we only have some of these big high power cards left in our hand at the end of the game. Infinaut at 20, Destroyer and Red Skull at 15 each, which makes for amazing Dracula targets. So the whole idea behind this deck is that we can cheat out these high power numbers without really sacrificing energy efficiency, without losing tempo in the game. Besides discarding these with Dracula, we can also play them regularly. Red Skull is great if he does get silenced by 0. Destroyer is also pretty amazing if he does get silenced by 0, or if you play him into a Cosmo location, or if you hide the rest of your stuff behind armor to keep them safe. And I'll be honest, the Infinaut is a bit harder to play from hand regularly, but the meta is still very heavy on leeches, and this deck can make great benefit of leeches because all three of these big hitters don't mind getting leeched at all. Besides that, the deck is pretty straightforward. Keep in mind Zero also has some other great targets like Lizard, and keep in mind that you often want to keep a bit of space open in each location for Squirrel Girl to pop off at the end of the game. So the two main threats for this deck in the current meta are Killmonger and Shang-Chi, but we can kind of dodge both of them if we play smartly. If we suspect that our opponent might play Killmonger, we can hide our one-cost cards behind armor to be safe. Besides that, this deck is pretty good at not having priority because we play cards like Dracula, which don't show their power until the game ends. That means our opponent often acts before us, and we can save the remaining one-drops that we can't hide behind armor for the final turn, where we want to empty our hand anyway, right? And only leave some big stuff that Dracula can discard. And the same applies to Shang-Chi. We can hide our big power cards behind Cosmo to protect them, we can hide them behind armor, but we can also just hide them behind our opponent having priority and not giving them great targets. So this deck is rather simple and straightforward to play, but it does require some planning ahead. So pay attention to how you want to distribute your power across the three locations, and especially to when you want to play which cards, so that in the final hand there are only good targets left for Dracula to discard. That being said, I want to show you some highlights of my run to infinite with this deck, and I want to give another shout out to Snapster for the deck brewing. If you want to see more of him, I'll leave a link to his YouTube channel. Look what I got recently. Ding. Mustache porn for you right here. Ooh, spicy. Want to keep this open for armor and the big guys. Oh, that's better for our opponent than it is for us, though. Could just drop an Infinaut on turn 5. I don't want to snap this. This is way too scary. Wait, but if they ramp now, that means we're getting Leech next turn. We could still get Leeched. Wait, if we're playing Thanos, we should probably assume that we get Leeched, right? In which case, maybe I should just play on curve here. It's probably better. Okay, I kind of want Dracula on the left side. Yeah, I think we're getting Leeched. In that case, I'm gonna play Dracula now. I might... Yeah, fuck it. Let's farm these Thanos players for cubes. The interesting thing is their Quinjet is redundant right now. We might have to give up middle to a Shang-Chi. I think I'll hit him with the surprise Infinaut last round. Actually, no, Infinaut might still want to get discarded by Sunspot. We just go Red Skull. Oh, or if we have priority, we can of course Cosmo. Really better to play Infinaut after all. Middle to show domination. Sure. They are so trying to set out Shang-Chi. And we have Prio. Get that weak shit out of me, Hus. What you got for me, Holmes? Are you even gonna win one lane with your OP Thanos deck? This is also very good against Aero because we're clogging up right and middle. Oh, you wish. With the puny little Thanos. Okay, you might win the Thanos location. You do win the Thanos location. Fair. And GG's. It felt like we had full control over this game, but also the Leech was so incredibly good for us. Ooh. Ooh! Okay. I mean, all of these pulls are incredible, so I can easily snap turn 1. Now it's like Tomb and Bomb? What do you... It's... What? Now I'm even more confused. I say comb? The second way you pronounce... Comb. Ah, no audible B. Ah, maybe that's it. Shang-Chi protection program? This is probably bounce as well, right? Or a bot because a Grey Hood is sus. Looks like bounce though. Oh my goodness. Junk control? Now I'm confused. Okay, this might get tricky. So mana efficiency demands me to get Ka-zar out first. Not that it matters, right? I don't think I can draw anything where it really matters. Okay, so they secure Titania. Okay, good thing we did not pop the Red Skull in there. Right side's a goner, but we should win middle and left. Well, they also need to invest something to flip the right side, which is quite important here. Okay. GG's. Sneaky Juggernaut in a junk control deck. What? That is spicy. That's something people would never expect because it seems bad, but that's exactly why it might work out. Titania flip after Jug push something away. Yeah, as far as I know, it's card tax first and then Titania flip happens. There's the Cosmo, which means we can play Destroyer easily. I think we want Dracula to overtake the Collector to contest the right here. They have priority. So I think we'll put Destroyer left. It's not a Thanos deck. 2 cards played. It's probably just Dino. It's like something along these lines. Oh, I should have snapped. I think our hand's a bit too good to not snap here. Zero for Skull. Red Skull is gonna be our Dracula discard target as of right now. Hey Pringles. Do Do I look like the Pringles icon? I think that's a compliment. Thank you. Ooh, helicopter. So, Ka-zar armor. We'd actually flip the middle with Squirrel. And we don't get full Squirrel value, which would be fine. Could also just tie the middle here. We're probably winning breakers, aren't we? Did I miscalculate? We might be one off in the middle. What is this? 12? 13? Plus 2 Ka-zar buffs? No, we go up to 15, right? Rude. Oh shit, right side might be tight. We're at 17 right side. Okay. No Moon Girl? It can't be Moon Girl. Easy. I thought they'd commit harder to the left than not to the right. Oh, we take those. GG's. Bot skip, very interesting. I mean, they did have Sunspot online. Maybe they got confused by the location combination there. New York always makes brains melt. Infinite card back. So I think that's a sure sign we got a player in front of us. Like, the core idea is to get Dracula hit one of the big cards. Red Skull, Destroyer, or Infinaut. Alternatively, we also have options to play either Red Skull or Destroyer at no downside, because Zero can silence the Red Skull effect, or we can have Armor or Cosmo online to stop the Destroyer effect. So even if we draw 2 or 3 of these big cards, we can play one by negating their effect. And a third thing is Infinaut is pretty good in the Leech meta, in case we get silenced too often. Okay, thanks for helping me out with the Destroyer. It feels like a Shuri deck. Ideally, we'll get priority here and then snipe their Shuri with Cosmo. So Squirrel Girl just about guarantees priority, but Lizard already... Like, we're getting priority here, I'm not worried. Iceman is also an option to potentially delay a Shuri. I think we're snapping this. This looks like a good opening. You know what? I think I'll go Squirrel here. I want the satisfaction of... Ah, no, but with Lizard it doesn't really make sense priority-wise. It's always cooler to no-scope a Shuri with Cosmo. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. They're playing the Sauron version? That's not good. But without priority, there's no point in trying to Cosmo, eh? So I guess Cosmo goes left in case of a random Taskmaster. This sucks. I can't really play Squirrel Girl no more. Let's start off with this, just to secure that location. Well, now I can. The issue is if I play Destroyer final turn and they arrow him mid. That's weak. I should have flipped the order around here. But they can't arrow me anymore. Taskmaster right beats me though. So what I could do is just Destroyer middle. I don't think it can lose. Ah, no, never mind. I'm losing everything here on the left. I really want to flip the middle, but I would have had to... Ah, no, it wouldn't have worked either way. I'll just say no arrow, I think. But I also lose 5 here. I'm just at 18. Ah, never mind. I can't do maths. Well, in that case, hope for the best. Yeah, GG's. Wait, it's a tie, right? We might win tiebreakers. 22? Whew. Saved by the bell. Thank goodness they only had Taskmaster and no Titania, and their Taskmaster was rather small. Okay, Infinaut is gonna be discounted, so is Destroyer. Do I ever play with Doctor Doom? I really like Doctor Doom as a card, but not in this deck. Okay, so we skip turn 3. Turn 4, rather. We're a bit overcommitted to the right side. Because I'd like to play Infinaut there for Shang-Chi protection, but it's complete overkill. I feel like we're already winning this. I'll replace Iceman with Yondu. Yondu is bad. Something like Nightcrawler makes more sense. Yeah, I don't think that deck plays Shang. We can play Infinaut middle. Mbaku would unironically not be too bad in this deck. Not the best one-drop choice, but you can definitely make a case for playing him. I'd go like Ant-Man, Titania, Mbaku are probably your best choices. One Nightcrawler over Mbaku, maybe. Okay, they're heavily committing onto middle. I like Ka-zar more than... Because if they Shang middle now, they still lose. Undefeated, undisputed. Come on. 3 in a row? Now they know most of our deck. Also, it's someone who already has the infinite card back for this season and they're still playing Thanos. Shame. How do you resist yourself from opening reserves? It doesn't bother me at all. We don't want to clog up further here at this point. So I guess there's no point in snapping now. I could have waited next turn. Unlucky we didn't find Ka-zar yet. Give us priority and top deck Cosmo. Oof. Oof. I love your expansion. Good shit. That snap timing was superb. I think our opponent collected enough bad karma though. That's a hand. With this deck not having a play on turn 3 is utterly ridiculous. What is... Oh my goodness. We want priority? I don't think we care. We can't top that Cosmo. We want Dracula out either way. This could be... No, this is not playing Killmonger if they have Sunspot. Our job here is just to ensure a big Dracula hits and we have a good shot at winning. She-Hulk, that's easy mode. Okay, now it's gonna get confusing. What do we play for? I would say middle and left. Although if we just flip Baxter Building, we already win New York here. But if we just do like this, it's going really hard on Baxter Building. If we lose this, then we lose the game. Guess I can still do this in case my opponent does. Nah, it doesn't make sense. Gotta try it. Baxter! We got it. GG's. Victory. I love how it was double New York and not a single player moved a single card. Okay, Remy. What you got in store for us? A cork with Kirby crackles. Grey cork. This is like the most obvious bot I've ever faced, I think. Remy with a Forge icon and then playing this on turn 1. Can try to have them get this was probably a mistake. I think I should try to let them get priority.
Wind, aid my hand.
Oh, they've got priority. Okay, on turn 5 our opponent's probably snapping here. Me. Cerebro 2 with Carnage? Oh shit, dog. Should I just play Destroyer here? Nah, not with Ka-zar. No, I can't play Destroyer anyway because I still need to win left side. I need to guarantee a big hit. This is easy mode. Or do you recognize bots? A lot of ways, actually. So they very often have very standard human first names. Although that did change. They have beginner profile icons. They cannot have infinite card packs. They cannot have Series 5 cards, as far as I know. I think also no Series 4 cards. The most accurate tell, though, a 100% guaranteed tell, is they can have card arts that humans cannot have. Like, they can have splits that humans cannot have. We can steal this with armor on the final turn. Also, Squirrel Girl can get in there. Yikes! Phoenix is a bot. Yeah, this looks like a bot just by name and profile pick as well. So far, there's no guaranteed sign that this is a bot, though. Okay, so we're happy that they get priority here. They're probably gonna snap into us. So I think we sacrifice one rock to the old gods. We want... No, we don't necessarily want to silence. The only card we want to silence is Red Skull. Everything else we'd prefer to play. Almost everything else. We actually silence a rock and let it die. This does make Sunspot a little bit weaker, but I think that's perfectly fine. Do we snap now? Opponent did not snap into us yet. Yeah, this is a guaranteed sign of a bot. Regular background bots. Crackers around it. Ah, sure. Oof. Hashtag actually losable. Okay, so we really need to win Baxter Building here. Which also makes us win Death's Domain. We just go as tall as possible here, I'm pretty sure. Nokia! That's an 8-cuber. GG's!